life changed 5 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
For like worse, you know. So she was a homemaker. She was a great mother to my daughter. Emily was very smart, still is very smart, very happy. But you know, when I got sick, you know, you can't prepare for that. You know what I mean? And it destroys a lot of families. That's like another thing that doesn't really get brought to light. You know what I mean? I've talked to a lot of people that have been on dialysis in my situation that have gone through the same thing I've gone through.
Right.
At my age, you know, losing their marriage, losing their kids, losing their family, losing their jobs, their careers, stuff like that. And it's like, you know, it really does take you down. But like, you know, you find different avenues, you know, you find different things to get you through it.
Yeah.
I mean, like doing this podcast is a big relief for me. It keeps me busy, it keeps me out of my mind.
It's positive too.
Yes.
It's positive changes that we're gonna make.
And that's huge. You know, I mean, I think that's like,
And it's a great feeling, you know.
Yeah. You know, it's like, you know, like I look forward to this every Saturday. I have my baseball cards and stuff. But this is something I look like, you know, I was doing, I was editing the podcast actually earlier this morning, and just like looking through everything, like the views. We got almost, I was telling Emery, like almost 90,000 views just on Facebook alone. And like we started this from the ground up.
Yeah.
Nobody said, like, you know, no outside programs happening. This is just us news, you know, doing this, like reaching out to other lawyers, you know, like, you know, like I say before, our email is going to be up top or down below. Today's going to be up top. That if, like, if you want to ask us questions or some pictures or some videos that you want to like us to post on here, you can send it to them, like the email.
Even like kidney-friendly diets, recipes,
Yeah.
vitamins, like anything you want to throw in there that would be kidney-friendly or dialysis warrior-friendly or even like caretaker-friendly, anything.
Yeah, something that helps you could probably help us.
Or even a topic you want us to discuss, even if it's non-dialysis related.
Yeah.
We can even get up here and bullshit about nothing one day.
Yeah. You know, if that's what the part of the title is really.
And if you want something to get off your chest, if you want to come and get it out, you are more than welcome. And we are phenomenal listeners.
Yes.
And we are coming from a non-biased opinion.
Yeah. You know, that's true.
We're non-judgmental people, and we are more than welcome to help.
And I've learned more about this disease from people like you out there responding, telling me this, that, the other thing that I ever learned from a doctor or from a nurse. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I learned more from the people actually going through it. You know, because like, learning what you're doing and tips, especially when you've been on it for a while. Like these guys know what we're really feeling. Like, you know, this
Right.
is gonna feel normal. This is not gonna be normal. This go look at. You know, I think we get better views from people like yourselves and us than we do from actually going to doctors and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know, it's way better avenue, and it's starting to open up that. Like, so like in the comments and stuff, you have any questions or even tips or something you would like to give us, like, you know, tips on hobbies or you know, certain clothes to wear that would be better, you know, or you know, shoes. So I'm noticing now, like my feet have to wear orthopedics. I never thought I'd have to wear them, but I have to start wearing them now because they're a special type of orthopedic shoes and fusion wear you suggest. That would look halfway decent, you know. I don't want to be old grandpa yet. You know what I mean? I don't want to be going to grandpa's shoes yet, but if I have to, I will. You know, because that's another thing that affects me a lot is my feet. You know, and the neuropathy, like went in overdrive once I got on dialysis. You know, and the other thing I want to bring up too is I was talking to Jeff about Wednesday when I went to dialysis. I came home, I ate something, I went to sleep, but every 2 hours I would wake up soaking wet, shirt soaking wet, pants under, everything soaking wet, sheets, like 4 or 5 times. You know, each time I had to wake up, get changed and everything. And I asked Jeff like about that, and he just brought it up. He's like, you know, he sent me a message. He said, "Have you ever had your prostate checked?" And no, I haven't. I didn't even think about it, but like, I'm going to be 50, almost 50 in a year, and that's when you say you start, but they say people on dialysis have to do it a little bit earlier.
Right.
Kidneys or something like that's what this week I'm going to have done. I'm going to get the blood work done for it, and then whatever that comes in happens, I'm gonna have to either go for the rest of the exam, where you go in and they take like, samples and you find out what's going on, and that's one of the things that's been on my mind a lot. You know what I mean? It's just, the last thing I want to have to do is deal with dialysis and like chemo again. You know, I mean I'll get through it and I'll fight it, but it just I fear that. You know?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that scares me a lot now. Is like I'm getting to that age where things are gonna start popping up a lot more than a young person.
Right.
And that was scary. You know, just even thinking about that. You know, I didn't want to go through it. You know what I mean? It's something I didn't want to walk away from. I got to do it. You know, I got to do it.
So keep them in your prayers, guys,
Yes.
please.
Please on that one. You know,
And he'll keep you along the journey, let you know what's going on. We'll keep you updated on the TikTok, all the social media platforms. Like we said, posted above, we'll have our Gmail. We'll keep you updated, giving you guys up in the new podcast episode, you know, and future other platforms. So we're gonna just follow all our platforms, please, if you could.
One of the biggest I would like to say, if you could, if you would take the time, and at the end of each video, there's the YouTube direct link. If you just go to YouTube, if you could just like and subscribe if you could. It's no cost. There's no charge to it. It's free.
And the like should be right here.
Yeah. Yeah, the like should be right at the bottom here, and then the email is going to be right up top on there. That's direct email to us at all times. And then Chris will also have an email too, which is Emery's fiance or boyfriend.
And even if you want to reach him at the Dialysis Diaries email up here, you can just say for Chris.
Yeah.
And we'll directly have him, we'll give him the tablet or the iPad or whatever social media equipment we're on. We'll give him it directly and have him answer it to you.
Because this is what's going to happen now is that this is going to become a team. Me, Anne-Marie, and Chris. Chris is going to be doing a lot of the background. He's going to learn hopefully with a lot of the camera footage. And also he's going to be there's going to be a lot of footage coming in of Anne-Marie and him.
He's smarter at that stuff than me, so
you know, which I thought was a good route, because like it'd be them two showcasing their experience, and then hopefully whatever.
And then him showcasing his from here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna get two nursing home point of views, but it's still kind of similar.
Yeah.
So.
And the big thing is like the other thing is hopefully one day like I'll be able to do the same thing. Like,
and even if we get our own place together, you know what I mean?
And that's another thing that we were thinking about, like maybe sharing a place, because especially in Jersey, the way rent is.
Yeah.
You know, I just think it's got to be a better idea. There's transfer, same share time. And
right.
Like,
same facility.
Yeah. And then we'll all go into. And then if we have a nurse come in, you know, because we'll both be on Medicaid, you know, that nurse, two birds, one stone.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
And then, like, you know, we can have people come in and watch us. I just think it'd be a better idea.
Yeah.
I just think that halfway house idea for people in our situation is a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
You know,
Like even if we don't live there, but we can have something to do with it.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. You know, that's what I think. You know, because it's just until like you get transplants, and then at that point you eventually move on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, the most part of it, I think, is more important is before you get the transplant, because it's not a cure, the transplant, but it does open up a lot more doors.
Yeah.
And it gets you off in a chair, you know. And the way there that Jeff was sending me information about the medication here now is like easier on the transplant itself, so they're lasting longer, and you feel better, and it's making people a lot more happier.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that was huge. He told me that, and I was, you know, that. And my biggest fear is having to chug around 30 pills. Cause they gave me a couple pills to take at 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and I tell them, you gotta spread those pills out. Well, I can take them all for you right now. 5 minutes later, I'm hurling them up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Zofran or no Zofran, that's just coming back up. And I gotta take that whole couple pills.
Right.
You know, that's
And then you throw the Zofran up anyway, so it doesn't even work.
You know, that's, you know.
That's why I only take my Zofran when I know I'm not going to throw it up.
Yeah. And it's hard sometimes. Right?
It is.
Like yesterday when I was going through all that sweat, I couldn't take half my medication. I was like, no, I Collins, I'll take that right now. Shout out Collins, he's a great nurse over here at Aerial Bags. Put that out there. But I told him, I was like, if I take that medicine right now, it's going to throw it right up.
Yeah.
You know, it's not staying down. Like, oh, all right, pretty well. It's the truth. I sometimes just can't handle it.
Right. It's hard. It's hard.
The medication alone, and then plus just deal with the recovery of the dialysis, it's really problematic. You know what I mean?
For real.
And it was one of the reasons why when I was home, I wasn't taking the medicine. You know, because
I was taking it, but not at the right times, and I was fucking my body up though from it, and it was bad. It just.
I think the last time I was in the hospital, the doctor yelled at me, he said, "You got to take the medicine. You know, you're not gonna get better." But it's he didn't understand.
Right.
It's like, you know, when do you want me to take all of it? It's like, I can't. I was getting tired of throwing up.
Yeah.
You know, feeling sick. I don't want to take medicine to make you feel sick. You know, but that's what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
rough.
And you know, it sucks, like, especially being on dialysis, we lose our appetite. A lot of that medicine you have to take with food.
Yeah.
And if you're not hungry, then what?
And if you were giving me the hunger, like, what my appetite now, I used to eat everything, anything at any time.
That's why, like, when I was home, I would do the edibles because it would give me a little bit of an appetite, so I would be able to eat.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, like, I took it like an edible a couple times. It helped me sleep and the appetite. It allowed me to eat a lot.
Exactly.
Whereas if I didn't take it, now my appetite's like a bird. I eat, like, my sister used to say to me all the time, she could eat like a fucking bird, you know, a couple pieces of lettuce, all full.
I eat it one time a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once a day.
And because it's not because you don't want to eat, it's just the hunger's not there.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you fool. The problem with me is that, like, I also had my gallbladder taken out, my kidneys taken out.
Yeah.
So, like, the other thing I experienced the other day is when I came home, I ate from a senior grad for a sandwich at the house.
Yeah.
And I ate it. And what happens is, after that's digesting, I guess my stomach fills up with too much bile.
Yeah, I think that must be what it is.
Oh, it's all bright.
And it's got to come out somehow.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the
So-
gallbladder to go into, so I end up throwing it up, and that's at the worst, throwing up because it's burning. It's like hot.
You know what
water.
affects me from throwing up? So like 10 years ago, I tore my esophagus open. So when I throw up, it re-irritates it, so it rips holes open in my esophagus. So I have to take Pepto to coat the holes, and then I'll be able to eat normal again. So that's like annoying throwing up too. So like being on dialysis, it comes with a lot of other health problems.
Yes.
Probably almost everybody on dialysis will tell you they have other health issues.
Multiple issues. And it just exacerbates. Sorry, I don't know if I said that right.
No, I think you did.
It makes the problem so much more worse.
Right, exactly.
Everything looks so much worse. You know, I was looking in the mirror the other day, just
That's
the
why
weight loss.
when we call you guys and us warriors, that is legit.
Yeah.
We are a warrior, because
Right.
we fight through it. Even though you might not give yourself credit, you're pushing through. And guess what? You do show up to dialysis, and you do make those appointments, doctor's appointments, and you take your medicine. You're doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it for the people you love that you want to see.
And yourself, you're doing it for. So that's a huge accomplishment. Don't ever look down on yourself about that.
Yeah. I noticed a lot of the sayings, or you might say this wrong, memes or memes, or how do you say it? Memes. Yeah, sorry.
Memes.
But you see a lot of them with the sayings for like kidney failure, and it's true, man. It's a war
It
out
is.
there. You know what I mean? It's like dealing with just sometimes getting out of bed. You know, like some days. Like one of my biggest problems was before I got here is like I would go to dialysis Monday, and then Friday I screwed it. I went
It's
up.
just as worse as this war with Trump.
Yeah, the orange man. No, we him gonna come. Like,
We'll get to that another day, though.
oh man, it's just like I read a couple articles about the politics behind it. And it's just crazy. It
It's
just blows my mind.
ridiculous.
You know, like there's stuff they're supposed to be doing for us, but
My mom sent me a video about Big Pharma, too.
the craziest thing I see is like for people, especially in nursing homes, the biggest fight, like they're fighting so long to do that increase from the $50 a month to the $49 a month. They're fighting. That would help so much more people.
So much.
Because you think about
And
it.
even 140 is not even that
It's
much,
not
but
much, but it's gonna
it
be
would
real
help
help.
us so much.
Yeah, if it was $50, that $50 that month, you gotta buy food.
Keep in mind, phone, people have to pay,
Phone.
my phone bill's $20,
Yeah.
so that leaves me with $30 a month.
Yeah, then like you said the other day, like who's gonna buy my socks? Who's gonna buy
Yeah,
my
yeah,
underwear?
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like who's
Especially-
gonna buy all that?
Yeah.
You know? And then I was like, they gotta make some kind of exception to the rule, especially when you're in a place like this, because they take your money. Like when you become long term in a nursing home,
Disability goes right away.
it goes away. You get either $50 a month, and that's it to live on. You know, you get that once a month. And
Henry doesn't even get $50.
Oh, really?
Because he worked under the books. Yep.
you know, it doesn't land there. To be honest with you, once you
And
get-
that's another thing, so let's say you worked under the books, you're not even getting that $50 a month.
And like that was one of the things like I saw when I went to that other dialysis center up with my sister about the younger generation like yourself that they just don't have that much time put in to Social Security to get the decent check.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas like their checks are $200, $300.
Right.
Like, how do you raise?
That's why I'm so lucky, I got lucky, because I put in the work.
Yeah.
You know what I